Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to see another problem. So another coding problem. So in this one we are going to find median of sorted array. Let me find out the question before we are going to further into the code. So median of two sorted arrays. That's a question. And median of two sorted arrays of different sizes. It's a lead code problem. So let me pull up that question first. So this is the question. Given two sorted arrays, number 1, number 2 of size m and n respectively, return the median of the two sorted arrays. So we can use the binary search method on this one. So that's the thing we are going to do here. So I will just go through the code. I already did the coding here. So probably we can we can use testing on this video after going through the code. So I am getting two arrays here. So int a and int b, and it has n1 and n2 length. If n1 greater than n2, I need to get in the A space the lowest length array. So I am just swapping that. So that's fine, and it's again came into our method. Then I am summing up. So the n is the total length that I need, that I have. The left, so left, this is the tricky part. So there are two scenarios here. You have, probably you have two and three elements in one array, and in that case 2 plus 3 plus 1, so it's 6 by 2, you will get 3. And if it is 2 and 3, it is 3 and 3. In this case, what's going to happen is 3 plus 3 plus 1 divided by 2. So what it exactly, since it is integer, 6 plus 1, so 7 by 2, it's also 3. So I am taking three elements on the left side, any scenarios. So that's a first division is coming into. So in one side, in the left side, I will take 3, and the right side, it depends on the total number. So if I have 2 plus 3, 5 elements, in the left side I am taking 3, and right side I am taking 2. If I am taking 3, if I have 3 and 3, then I am taking 3 on both sides. So that's 7. So and I am putting low is equal to 0, and I am putting n1. N1, we know from this scenario, n1 should be 2 or 3. So that's the maximum one. So 2 or 3 is the highest, and 0 is the lowest. So we will continue the things until we are finding low is equal to 0 or is equal to high. So the first division is coming to here. So the first division, the mid one is low and high divided by 2. So since it is n1 is n1, we already find out n1. So if you assume n1 is equal to 2, it's going to be 2 here. If it is 2 and 3 elements, it's going to be 2 here, 0 plus 2, 1. So 1 is here. So if it is 3, 3 plus 3 divided by 2, in that case also it's 1. So the mean is 1. So 0 and 1 is the 1. So these things you can Yeah, you can get a better idea if you have at least four elements. So at least four elements, and you assume two elements in one array. In that case, probably we will get a better idea. So I am saying, like, if you have four elements in one array and five elements in another array, in that case I will take 4 plus y divided by 2, 9 by 2. It's 4.5, so it should be 4. So in this case the n1 is 4, so 0 plus 4 divided by 2, so it's going to be 2 here. So we will I mean, for all this example, you probably remove this stuff. You are only concerning about this one, so otherwise we will confuse. So 4 and 5, there's a n1 and n2 for this example. So and after 4 plus 5 plus 1, that means 10 by 2. Oh, okay. So here we made some mistake. 4 n1 is equal to 4, n2 is equal to 5. 4 plus 5 plus 1 divided by 2, so it should be 10 by 2, so it should be 5. So the high should be n1. So n1, we know that that's 4. Okay, then here I reach 2, so 2 is one side and the 3 will be on the other side. So mid one is like left, 5. So 5 minus the mid, so 3. So the mid 2 is equal to 3 and mid 1 is equal to 2. So that's the one. So and we need to find L1, L2 and R1, R2. What is going to happen is here. So you have four elements in the first array. So I will put as a A1, A1, A2, A3, A4. So these are the four elements in the first array, and these are the five elements in second array. So we need to make a division here. So what we are going to do is, in this case, we will have, in the left side we will have five elements, and the right side we will have four elements. So so what is going to happen here is, like, in the left side I need to have five elements, and the right side I need to have four elements. So that's going to be the one. So here mid 1 is going to be 2 and mid 2 is 3. So mid 2 is coming into, okay, here I have some issues here. So mid 2 is, let me cross check that with the solution I have. 1 minute. So let me, yeah, here I have some issues here. So when I code this one, I made some stupid mistake. So here, so you assume m1 is for this one, not m1. Mid 1 is for this one, so that mid 1 is 2, and this one for mid 2. That's 3. So okay, so 2 and 3. So from this one I'm taking two elements, and this, from this one I am taking three elements. So I need to have five elements in the left side. So here I'm making a separation here based on our calculation. So how we calculate this one? Low plus high. So since I have four elements in the first array, 0 plus 4, 2, and the remaining elements because I need to have 5 elements in the left. So I made it in this way. Okay, so right now what I can do is just to reorganize this one for the understanding. So I have this much of elements here, and I need to find, and then what we are going to do is we should have a L1, okay, L1 that from the first array, and L2 that was from the second array, and we'll have R1 that from the first array, and we will have R2 that from second array. Okay, so we need to find the L1. So in this case, if mid1 is greater than 0, so we know that mid1 is 2, and a mid1 minus 1, that's a 1 we are going to take from the first array. So mid1 minus 1, so you need to find mid1 minus 1, that means 2 minus 1, that's a0 a1, so it's going to be a2 here. And for the L2, it's going to be the same scenario, and you are picking up mid2, based on mid2 it should be b3. And for here, a mid one, that's a2, so a mid 1 is equal to a2, so 0 1 2, that's a3. Okay, then here b mid 2, that's going to be 0 1 2, third index b4. Okay, so right now I got all the elements for the comparison. Since it is already sorted, I mean these individual arrays are already sorted, so this should be always in incremental order. This should be always incremental order. So we need to find a mid of this one, that's we are actually doing. So I got L1, L2, R1, R2. So right now right now we are going to the logic. So if L1, so since we spread into this criteria, we need to do some comparison, cross comparison. So L1 need to be compared with R2. L1 should be L1 greater than or is equal to R2, less than or is equal to R2, then we are fine because the cross also sorted. So and L2 is less than or is equal to R1, this one. In this case we are okay. We just need to find the median and just return. Or if L1 is greater than R2, so that's another condition. L1 is greater than R2, in that case this cross is not correct. So if that's happened, you need to do some changes. So in this case what I am going to do is, we know the high in this case is 4, so we will just reduce it, since we know that L1 is high, right? So since L1 greater than R2, we know that L1 is high. So L1 is high means we need to change the midpoint. So midpoint is the 4. So I change mid 1. So mid 1 is the 2. So I reduce it into 1. So the A1 should be okay, because A2 is greater than R2, B4. So in this case, what I am going to do is, I am just moving this A2 into here. Okay, so I am just moving A2 in this here, and the other condition is like L2 is greater than R2. In that case, what I am going to do, L2 is greater than R2. In that case, we will do the opposite. So here mid 1 plus. So L2 is greater than R2. So L2 is B3. B3 greater than A3, or B3 is greater than A2. In that case, what I am going to do, B3 is greater than, okay, B3 is greater than R2. So in that case, the law should be mid 1 plus. So the law, what is the law? So the law is equal to 0. So what we exactly doing here? So in the next iteration, we are considering the midpoint based on the law. So we will increase the mid one value. So mid one is moving into, okay. So okay. So I will put in to the this one this way. Okay. So B3 is greater than A3. In that case, what I need to do is B3 should not be greater than A3. So in that case, what is happening is like I need to move this B3 into here. Then only I can make sure I can compare B2 with A3. So in that case, what exactly happening is like on the next iteration, if we are finding the mid one, so mid 1 plus 1, mid 1 is initially it was 0 plus, high is not going to change, 0 plus 4 by 2. So in this case, what is going to happen is like 1 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2. So that also 1 plus 4 plus 2. 1 plus 4 plus 2 means mid 1 plus, okay, mid 1 is equal to 2. So what is going to happen in this case is like 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus I is equal to 4, 7 by 2. That means 3. So that's a thing we mention here. If the mid one is going to be the mid one is going to be 3 in this case on the next iteration, and mid 2 left minus mid 1. So left we know that 2 plus 1 3, so it's 3 minus 3, it should be 0, 0th position. So that's a way we are calculating. So yeah, we can see how this gonna work. So the basic understanding is like in the cross it should be always be, it's always be less than, the left should be always left less than, otherwise we need to move the elements uh, into the left or right, whatever we have. Okay, so that's I said. So initially I have A3 here, A3 is greater than B3, then what I'm going to do, I need to move A3 into here, and since I am moving A3 here, I need to move B2 also here, and B2 into this one. No, since A3 I'm moving to here, B3 automatically moving into here. Then if B2 is greater than A3, what we are going to do, uh, A3 is moving into here. So that's a basic understanding. So based on this code, it probably need to work. So let's see whether it's going to work. So I'm going to public static void main, and I should have a system.out.println. I should have a two arrays. Array 1 have some elements, and array 2 I have some elements. So I am saying like 1, 4, 7, 10, 12, and here 2, 3, 6, 15. Okay, so the output should be find median. You need to pass that two elements. That's AB. That's it. Then run this one. Let's see what's gonna happen. You got 6. So let's see whether that's the correct answer. If not, we probably need to have something. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now, let me pull up the Leetcode question here. So it's saying like 3 and 2, 1, 2 and 3, 4. So probably we can take one of this one. 1, 3 and 2. The median is 2, 1, 2 and 3, 4. So probably we can work on that one. So let me put these things here. Find out something else here. And 1, 3, we are removing this one. 3, new 8. Okay, so based on this question 1, 3 and 2, and let's see what's gonna happen in that case. It's 2, that's correct. So what we are gonna do here, so we are finding L1, L2, R1, R2. So we need to know the things here. So for each iteration, what's going to happen here? So L1 is here. Okay. Probably we can print in one line. Maybe some other things also mentioned here, like L1 is this one. So we are just doing a debugging here. So L2 this one, and we need to mention like R1 is this one. We'll just format that after this one. This is basic debugging to understand how we are doing all of this thing. So R1 is this one, R2 is this one. Okay, so these are the all steps I need to print here. R1, L2, L1. Maybe a space will work better. Okay, so let's do this again. So for the first case, so 1, 4, 7, 10, 12, 2, 3, 6, 15. The L1 was 3 initially. That means the array is going to be 2, 3, 6, 5. It's a left L1 array. This one L2. The second array. This is the first array. So first array, the L1 is 3 and L2 is what? L2 is, what is L2? Yeah, L2 is 7. So 5 elements, 3 and 5. Okay, so 3 and 5, 3 and 7, and R2, since it is the next element, it should be 10, and R1 is 6. Then we can understand from the same here. Since it is L1 is equal to 3, it should be R1. So the next iteration, what's going to happen is, next iteration, L1 is changed into 6. So this is the L1 array. So initially it was 3. So it's going up to 6. So L1 is increased. So for the understanding, we will just make a space here to separate right and left part. Okay, so the L2 was 7. Okay, so initially it was like this, and for the next iteration, just making, in the next iteration L1 was 6. So L1 was 6 means this moved to here, and because of L1 was 6, L2 become, L2 is 4. Okay, L1 was 6 and R1 will be 15. Okay, so here, and since L1 was 6, what's going to happen here, L2 will become less. So we need to keep that moment here. So we just made the pointer to switch. So from this one you can understand 7 is no less than 6. Okay, 3 is less than 10. That's fine. 7 is not less than 6. So L2, this one is okay. I guess we will get a better understanding if you understand L1 and L2 correctly. Okay, so the initial comparison will be the L1 case. So L1 3 is not less, 3 is less than 10. That's fine. And I am going to compare L2. 7 is not less than 6. So since 7 is not less than 6, what I am going to do, I need to move this 7 into here. So that's exactly happening here. I move 7 to here. If I am moving 7 to here, what is the criteria? You need to have 5 elements always here, right? You need to have 5 elements always here. So if you are moving one element to here, you need to change L1. So L1 you need to move into here. If I am moving something here, you need to move something here. So that's a thing. So that's a pointer based thing. So that's exactly happening here. So in this case, L1 greater than R2, that's not correct, and L2 is greater than R1, that's correct. So low, so the low point moving into mid 1 plus 1, otherwise should be mid 1 minus 1. Otherwise it's very easy. I mean, if you have a scenario like 7 9 instead of 3, if it is 12 or something, since it is 12 is greater than 10, you are just moving 12 into here. You will move 12 into here, and since you are moving into here, you need to move something into here. That will automatically happen. So that's a idea here. So um, then you compare 10 with 12, 2 with 12, both are fine. Again, find the things, but in this case this is not a correct array, so that's why uh, it's here. It's since we added 12 here, so it should not be sorted, so it should be sorted also. So that's a one. So mid one plus, so you're just moving the low side, mid one plus one, otherwise mid one minus one, and it should be high. So high and low are the pointers. So if it is this way, if it is this way, I will move mid minus one. If it is this way, I will move mid 1 plus 1, and it's storing on the low. So that's the only thing you need to understand. Other things are fine. I guess we are good. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. So in the next video we will probably discuss something else also. Thank you for watching. Have a nice